good Friday morning to you. Mr. Garry here, up quite early. It's only 6 a.m. and the dawn is breaking. It's early morn. Welcome to our TGIF, our Friday video, our regular video that we bring to you each and every Friday here at GBL, the old church, 5-acre homestead. You can see it there on freebie on our logo. Visit our channel often, folks. Lots and lots of videos. We are actually zeroing in now on nearly 1,000 videos that we've created for our YouTube channel, and it's all free, and you can go watch it any time. In this TGIF Friday video, we are going on another beach walk adventure. Not sure what we're going to find. We've had lots of strong winds, we've had lots of rain, so I'm sure there's lots of things that have came in on the tide over the last little while since we've been here. And look at my hat, Cod Raven. Brian and Holly, good friends of mine. They are renovating an homestead as well, just like myself and Miss Betty are doing. And they're also doing some sailing adventures. And right now, they're exploring the southwest coast of the province of Newfoundland and Labrador, right here in Canada. So go check out their videos. It's absolutely beautiful, the southwest coast and the people in that particular area of Newfoundland and Labrador. I know, because I was a teacher there for a few years. So I love the people and I love the places on the southwest coast. And Brian and Holly are showcasing them in their most recent videos. So go check that out. Now, without any further ado, and to stop Mr. Garry from rambling on, let's go down on that beach and do some exploring. Hopefully we'll find some sea treasures, and I'll share them with you. As I said, it is early morn, folks. The sun is sneaking up over the horizon there on the other side of Gander Bay. Right across Gander Bay over there, you got Victoria Cove, you got Rogers Cove, you got Wings Point, you got Dorman's Cove, you got Clark's Head, you got all of those communities right in the middle and the center of my camera right now. So you can go and visit that over there on the other side of Gander Bay sometime. But now we need to go down on this beach and do some exploring. This beach is like maybe 2 minutes from the old church here in Davidsville. And I frequent this beach often. I enjoy coming down here for a walk once in a while. It's very relaxing. It's very therapeutic. It's very peaceful. So it's a great place to go if you got things on your mind and if you're stressed out with work and all that kind of stuff. Well, Mr. Garry is retired, eh? So I haven't got much to be stressed about. I don't think. I'm enjoying life right now, I must say. I got to be careful on their feet, though. Getting down to this beach, it can be a little bit tricky. Some tracks here from a quad by the looks of it. Now, we have a choice to make. A path in the road or a fork in the road with two directions to go. Which one are you going to take? We can go to the right and go that way. Or we can go to the left and go that way. I think we'll go down that way. I can see a few cormorants and I can see a few seagulls in the distance. Let me zero in, because once they start seeing me, they're probably going to go to wing. Okay, if I zero in there now, you can see that there's at least 3 seagulls, and I do think there's at least 2 cormorants. There's one out there, and I think there's one swimming there in the water. Okay, so there you have it. So let's go down in that general direction and see what we can find along the beach too. Lots of bull scallop washed in on the tide, I see. You can see it right there in front of me. And some more down there. I wonder what that will be like. Collected and then composted in your garden as an amendment or as a natural fertilizer. You know what? I bet that will be great stuff. I should try that in my raised bed vegetable gardens. What do you think, folks? Do you use seaweed in your gardens? Let us know in the comments. Okay, walking down this beach here now, folks. There's the ocean on my left. Let's go out to the edge here. walking down along the beach. It's a beautiful, beautiful beach. Okay, those birds, as I said, they were going to go to wing as soon as they saw me. See, they've kind of gone out. The cormorants have gone to wing. There's one. I think if I go a little bit further, there's the other one. So they're gone to wing. Now, let's walk down this beach together and see what we can find. We are continuing on our journey down this beach, folks, not very far from the old church, and I came across this big old log right here, and I want to zero in and show it to you because it is quite interesting. This log came in on the tide during a storm recently, and you can see that it's notched out in a couple of places. There's a spot right there where it's notched out with an axe or some other tool. And then there's another place where it's notched out down here. This particular log was probably part of a wharf system belonging to probably a fisherman. And it came loose, I guess, in a storm. And it came in on the tide. It made its way. It made its way here on this beach. That would be a nice log now to dry out. And it can be used as a post in a barn, in a shed. It can be junked up into firewood. It can be put through a sawmill and turned into some lumber, some boards that can be crafted into something quite interesting. And then this log can be recycled, reused, reclaimed, which is what Mr. Garry is into quite often. So I might come down and get that and salvage that log. It is not too far from where I have Freebie Park, so that might be a job for another day. Let's continue on our journey down this beach. Again, as I said, lots and lots of bull kelp down along this beach. Lots of sand, lots of Irish moss, another kind of seaweed here on this beach. All great, I would think, as a soil amendment for fertilizing vegetable beds, vegetable gardens. I want to take you down here a little bit further because there's a small stream that's meandering out into the ocean, out on the beach, and then out into the water. So when we get there, I'll zero in and I'll show you that. If you zero in to the center of the screen there, you can probably see it. There's a little body of fresh water coming down through the woods right there, and then it's making its way. It's making its way down into the ocean. Now, when I was here a few weeks ago, there was only one little small trickle, one little small stream making its way to the ocean. And now I think there's like 2 or 3 making its way down to the beach, down to the shoreline. There you go. Now, let me see if I can walk up this way. There you go. Look at that. That's all fresh water. As I said, there's a little stream. And if I be quiet, you can hear the babbling of a brook further up and in through those trees there in that thicket. Okay, can you hear it? Absolutely. Let me turn the camera a little differently. I'm not too far from the road. I'm not too far where I have Freebie Park, as I said. And there's a little stream of fresh water, as I said, making its way down to the shoreline, down to the ocean's edge, right there. Interesting, isn't it? Interesting indeed. I'm sure there's lots of creatures in here, frogs and other types of little aquatic freshwater creatures. No crayfish in Newfoundland, folks. If you're thinking about it, my friend Chris from Cross the Creek Homestead. Chris raises crawfish and other fish, and you might be interested in knowing that the Canadian province of Newfoundland and Labrador doesn't have any crawfish, Chris. But I bet they taste good. They're similar to a lobster, and we have lots and lots of lobster. Okay, there's that stream that I wanted to show you. A couple of more logs here, folks. My God, you might even get a truckload of wood down on this beach. These came off a wharf too, because you can see where there's a spike or a very, very long nail sticking out of that one right there. Look, so these are connected. So this is probably part of a wharf system belonging to a fisherman as well, and it certainly should be collected and used for something. Yeah, I'm making my way down along this beautiful, beautiful beach here now, folks, and the terrain has changed just a little in toward the shoreline here, toward the bank. And there's some large coniferous trees. Some balsam firs is what they look like. And then down toward the bottom here, we see some heavy boulders, then some sand and some little tiny pebbles. And then out toward this beach or the shoreline, where the seawater laps up onto the beach, there's some heavier rocks. What a beautiful, beautiful morning. It's probably now close to 7 a.m. and the sun is up in the sky, sorta, and it's a beautiful, beautiful morning right here. Some birds in the distance on the water. Quite a spot. Now, here in the distance, I can see the remains of a beach cabin, a beach shed. So it might have been an old boathouse. Let's go and explore that cabin. Making our way along the beach, folks, to that old building there in the distance. It's not very far now, so let's take our time and we shall walk to that cabin. I can see the remains of another log. It wouldn't take much, like I said, to come down here with Freebie and some tools and gather up those logs, and they could be used. They could be used for something. I might have to give that some more serious thought. That's a big one there. It looks like an old telegraph pole, that one does. It's quite large on the round, as you can see. Another spike in the end of that one. And then there's another larger one inside there, and then a smaller third one inside there. There's some logs in there. Yeah, lots of sticks and logs there. Might have been used as a wooden bridge at some point, because there's quite a few there. Look at that. We're very, very close to that old building, and there's the remains of an old boat, an old punt or rowboat right there on the beach. This old building. I don't think I'll go inside because I don't know if it's safe to go inside, but it looks like it might have been the remains of an old fishing shack. There's some containers there that were probably used as buoys for lobster pots. There's a pair of skates there as well. An awful big log right there. Looks like a table maybe for cutting fish. Some lines there and hooks for closing up lobster pots, I would think. So quite the old building here on this beach. Lots of old wood. Okay, come down this way. Lots of big rocks right there. The remains of like a slipway, perhaps, where the boat was hauled up. Let's see if I can climb over these rocks and get to the other side. Okay, we're doing some exploring here this morning, folks. Here's the other side, the back side or the end of this building. Looks like there might have been a door there at one point, a garage door that was boarded up. An old shack, an old building here on this beach, this beautiful beach. Early morning now. What a beautiful, beautiful morning just the same. Hope you're still with me, folks. Hope you're still enjoying this TGIF, this Friday video, as Mr. Garry now takes you on a beach exploration here pretty close to GBL, the old church, 5 Acre Homestead. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous Friday morning. I'm standing next to this old shack, this old beach building. I'm not sure what it was used for, but I do think it was used as a fisherman's cabin for keeping supplies and where fishermen would stay for going lobster fishing and cod fishing and all that kind of stuff. There's some remains of some fishing gear inside the building, as we saw a few minutes ago. Again, though, thank you always for tuning in to our videos. We do appreciate that. What do you think of the hat that I'm wearing? Cod Raven is on my hat this morning. Brian and Holly from Cod Raven 57. Go check out his channel. We're pretty much done this beach exploration, this TGIF Friday video. Gonna make my way back to Freebie now, so join me for that. That was indeed quite the beach adventure, folks. Lots and lots of excitement in this video. We found lots of sea glass. I have a pocket full right here. We saw a cabin. We saw lots of logs, lots of interesting things on our beach walk, beach explore this morning, this Friday morning. Thank you for watching. You have a blessed, blessed day. And Mr. Garry and Freebie, we'll see you in another video very, very soon. And check out Cod Raven. Check out Brian and Holly at Cod Raven 57. Mr. Garry now, signing out. You have a blessed, blessed weekend. Take care, and we'll see you very, very soon. Bye now. The beach terrain has turned from a mixture of large boulders, some sand, and then some more large rocks out toward the shoreline, out toward the beach. So I'm walking along, and in the distance is something quite interesting. I see the remains of an old beach cabin, an old beach shed perhaps, and hopefully we can go there and we can explore inside that cabin, at least take a little look around. So join me, folks.